Hello and welcome to the Big Bang Theory podcast. My name's John. I'm here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Hello.
Dan, it's been a week of good starts and poor endings, much like the TV series Lost.
Yeah, although a mutual friend of ours genuinely believes that Lost is a perfectly created show and that everyone just missed the point of the ending.
Do they?
And he will argue it to the death.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Dave.
Does he really?
He loves it.
I know he loves it, but he thinks it ended well, does he?
He thinks it's brilliant, yeah.
Well, not even Gary Caldwell could convince us that it ended well on Saturday or Tuesday.
He didn't try to.
No, he didn't, that's true. So if you've missed it, listeners, we were away, first round of the EFL Cup on Tuesday, away to Walsall. Lost on penalties. And then this Saturday we were away to Northampton Town, lost in normal time.
That's a league game. So.
League game.
Yeah.
Start with Walsall.
Why don't we can just, they're the same, aren't they?
They're actually the same.
Pretty much.
Poorly named grounds.
Yeah.
In
two different teams.
Convenient locations.
Different teams. As in, we played different.
Oh, we had different players.
Yeah.
And yet the story
outcome.
was the same.
Yeah.
So Walsall was kind of a different setup than the Rotherham game on the Saturday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter out of that because, concentrate on the league.
Yeah, right.
That's what they say, isn't it? Focus on the league.
Well, we started really well, and at half-time I was all chuffed. So I managed to get Sky Sports Plus to work on my iPad.
Yeah, okay.
Worked fine.
Grecian Plus.
No, this was Sky Plus. This is a Sky channel through the
Sky
Sports
that's right.
app.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a subscriber to Sky.
I didn't do that.
You didn't bother because it was expensive.
It costs 15 quid.
That's
for a
loads.
day pass.
Do you think they're just trying to make people subscribe? I guess they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
That's what they're doing, isn't it? Just occurred to me.
It's what they do everywhere. Gyms are the same.
Gyms are the same.
No point paying for a day. Just sign
Jim
up for
McDonald. Oh, you mean?
Yeah,
you
there's
the
probably
places.
some scum at Sky called Jim as well that can be,
Jimmy
be
Murdoch.
culpable.
Isn't his son called James? Anyway,
Well,
by the by.
Rupert Murdoch's no longer anything to do with Sky, so as much as I'd like to blame it on the melted one,
Yeah. Melton Mowbray.
we sort of can't really.
Okay. Anyway, nevertheless, I watched it. It worked fine. I didn't have to pay anything for it because I'm a Sky subscriber. You didn't watch it. You didn't miss anything. But at half-time...
I listened to it on the radio.
So at half-time, I thought, yeah, we're all over this lot. We're really showing the difference in class. This is essentially our second string 11, or big part of it.
Well, let me just go through the team quickly. So,
Yeah.
Whitworth in goal, Sweeney, Diabate, Purrington as the back three, Watts on the right, Niskanen on the left, Liam Oakes, Jack McMillan, Reece Cole, Pedro Borge in the sort of four midfielders, and Melenik Ali up front.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a bit of a kind of changed one. Some in there you'd think regular starters, some not.
Yeah.
And then mostly people came on as the game progressed.
So at half-time, Ali gets the goal in the first half.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Caleb Watts, who's been looking brilliant, actually, like most improved player, I'd say, so far.
Yeah, he's injured again.
Yeah.
Didn't play on Saturday, did he? Because he's injured again. Always, that's just...
Shame, because he looked really good and put in a lovely cross, kind of leapt forward with the ball on the right wing.
Very impressive, actually, for Melenik Ali, because he made that little near-post run.
Yep.
And then just kind of got the slightest of touches to take it past the keeper, which is, that is what you want from strikers. Run into the near post. We've missed that, in the last season especially. Instinctive strikers doing that kind of thing, and especially good and encouraging, seeing as Ali is only kind of being converted into that type of player as we speak. So, good that he can do that kind of thing, because he's been kind of more of a wide man like up to this point in his career. So, yeah, good.
That was great. I thought first half we were all over them. Second half we definitely weren't all over them. Pressure was building and building and building. We hardly got out of our box. Changes didn't make any difference. The momentum was all Walsall's. And then Harper makes a unnecessary challenge in the box. Penalty.
Yeah.
This is about 80 minutes, isn't it?
Also now injured again, Harper.
Yeah. Their bloke steps up, never scored a goal for them.
Right.
Played all last season, never scored a goal for them. he must have felt like the world was against him because Whitworth makes a really good save, dives the right way, but then sticks his hand up, doesn't he? And up it goes into the air, and then he just catches it, easy as you like. And I thought, oh, fine, we've weathered the storm. But on about 94 minutes...
Well, it just kept going from that point, and it still just looked like they were going to score.
Yeah.
And then they did, just kind of, sloppy, kind of like defending, not dealing with it, too much time in the box, players arriving in the box completely unmarked, and it's just a very simple goal.
But it was one of our rare forays into their box, up their end, and it came straight back, didn't it? And then the goal was 10 seconds later, so it was really disappointing.
With both games, we'll come on to the other one, Northampton game, but Caldwell sort of suggested it's kind of an attitude thing, and that's certainly how it seemed. That kind of like we just kind of got a bit complacent maybe once we were ahead, and and then couldn't further capitalise when we were on top, and then just let the other team back in, and by that point, nothing you can do about it, and then the goal seemed inevitable, so they didn't equalise and take it to penalties.
Yeah, I think it was at the 94th minute the goal actually went in, wasn't it? So they're penalties, and you think, okay, well, Whitworth's made this great save, maybe things are on our side, but obviously when you get that kind of last minute equaliser, the home team's always going to feel like we can do something here. Absolutely skied their first one, but after that they put them all away. Niskanen saved.
Ali hit the post. And
Walsall win.
Yeah.
That's us at the cup.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
I mean, why is Niskanen taking a penalty?
Well...
Because he's willing, I suppose.
Suppose so.
Someone's got to step up and go like, nah, mate, not you.
Well, it's for the other players then, isn't it? To say like, well, I go ahead of him.
Yeah.
Because like Fitzwater's taken one, so it's hardly like, oh, we've got this...
No. There's more to say on certain players. We'll come on to Whitworth in a bit. But with Niskanen, I think it's such a conundrum, isn't it? Because on the one hand, he is, and I think this is true. He's a really good League One squad player who, and the things he does well, he does incredibly well. Off the ball, the energy, pressing, winning the ball back, especially winning the ball back like in good areas. He does so well. And then I think if you at this level to have someone who's so good at certain things, or decent at certain things, there's gonna be flaws in their game. Otherwise, they would be higher up. And this is the highest level I think Niskanen's ever played. I mean, you could argue when he plays for Finland, but not really. Certainly in the league. And with the ball at his feet, he's barely League Two standard. That's to be expected. I'm perfectly happy with him having a place in the squad. You just think, well, that is just going to be the way of it, though. Do you mean like when chances come to him, if chance actually falls to him to actually do something with it himself, more often than not, that ain't happening.
Agreed.
But that's not to say he doesn't play a really useful part. I mean, like I said, with the other things he does. So that's why I find it confusing. I guess we've still got injury, so maybe he isn't a regular starter
you can't,
all
I mean,
season.
He's never getting
Don't
ahead
know.
of Mitchell, is he?
Yeah, but he didn't play on the same side, does he?
No, he
doesn't. On the left, so...
No, that's right. And obviously with Wildschut's injury...
Again, also plays on the left.
Yeah, I just feel like Colwell's got a few people that are flexible, hasn't he? And then he's got Niskanen, who really shouldn't play anywhere.
Yeah, but I just don't think that there's anyone... we don't know about Macmillan. Supposedly he was... But I don't know if I haven't seen him even attempt to play down the right yet. Other than that, there isn't anyone really, is there?
Well, Watt is the alternative.
Caleb Watts, yeah. But I suppose, but he's always injured.
Yeah, agreed. Okay.
So
that's us at the EFL. See you later.
Didn't want to be in it.
Didn't make it past August.
Well, concentrate on the FA Cup.
Of course, important.
Concentrate on the Papa John's.
Bristol Street Motors.
Is that what it's called? Is it now?
That's what it's called now these days.
Got to concentrate on that, really.
Well, I will be doing. Anyway, Saturday comes, Northampton, and you feel like we're in need of a bounce back here. Got to learn those lessons.
We never do well there. We had that one game when we were already promoted
Yeah.
where we were good. And other than that, it's just like a horrible place for us. And yeah.
Why? I mean, why is that a thing? It's weird,
I
isn't
don't know.
it?
I don't think it's really is a thing. It's completely different players
Yeah.
to last time we played there. I think there's one, which is Piers Sweeney. You know, like other than that, I don't think anyone was there when last time we played them in that promotion game or whenever the last time was. But would have been last season.
Yeah, April, wasn't it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? We're not going to win every game. Like
No.
we lost this one 2-1 as well. The manner of the defeat, disappointing. Same kind of thing. Went ahead early. Had other chances to good chances to kind of increase the lead. Didn't take them. Let them back in.
Yeah.
You know.
So the big change or the interesting news before this game was there was a new signing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Old matey.
Forgot about this. Old matey. Yeah.
Who came on. And
So this fella is on loan from Brighton.
Yes, that's right. Kamari Doyle is his name. 19, midfielder. Got him for the season.
Yeah.
Brighton is a new, and it's been interesting, isn't it, with Colwell? We've suddenly found ways of getting loanees from different places.
That is something.
You can't deny that, can you?
That is a fact. We've managed to get loans from higher up the footballing pyramid since he came in. I mean, we don't really know if that's to do with Caldwell, to do with the fact that we're in League One, because Matt Taylor was only here for a couple of months when we were in League One.
Yeah.
Bit of both, probably.
Yeah.
Caldwell's got more of a reputation than Matt Taylor had, certainly at the time he was at us.
Yeah.
You know, as a player,
Yeah.
and probably better connected, at least might be something to do with it. So we got this guy in. He's someone who moved from Southampton to Brighton.
Yes.
Southampton fans not happy with it.
Not happy with him leaving, yeah.
Well, not happy with him. I don't think they were massively happy about him leaving, but it's more the fact that he's now gone on loan that they're not happy about, because I think he kind of made out that he was going there to kind of play first team or to try and break into the first team. Not really realistic, and I imagine it's only a few kind of Southampton fans think that. And you know, they've not got the greatest of reputations amongst their supporters. Matt Letizia, known Wacko. Isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Well-established Wacko.
Completely deranged. Ricky Lambert as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Total brain dead.
Madness.
Idiots. Complete morons.
That's the thing. It's not brain dead.
Yeah, they're brain dead. Because they're brain dead.
What I mean is, some people are told things and they
brain
believe
flatlining.
them, whereas Lambert and Letizia are telling us things. So, in a way, one part of the intellectual journey is at work. Unfortunately, they're not joining up the dots at all. And
I don't think intelligence is just knowing facts. I mean, it's the act of doing what they're doing which makes them brain dead. You know?
All right, fair enough. Well, anyway,
The fact that they think it's a good idea to do that, you know,
they've
like
lost
that.
it.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got this fella, Kamari Doyle. He's straight on the bench for Saturday.
Yeah.
Don't think he's really ever played any kind of like men's football.
Well, he's done Premier League B, hasn't he? Which I don't really know what it is, but essentially reserve team football for those big clubs.
Right.
He's played a Carabao Cup game for Southampton, and I think he's played one Premier League game for
Oh,
Brighton.
that's right. Yeah, sorry. No, he has done that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously looks handy.
Well, he was impressive when he came on, and he had a good chance, didn't he? I think that we'll see. I don't know, but it looked good from the small amount of time he played.
Is this the position?
We need numbers.
Yeah. Is this particularly the position we need?
Yeah, I think so, because I think it looks like, I mean, hard to really say. It looks like he's a bit of a, I think that's the kind of Luke Harris kind of, substitute.
Yeah.
So a kind of forward-thinking midfielder, you know.
Yeah.
Who perhaps can play bit deeper. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. But I feel like that's the idea, that he's the Trevitt Harris person. But he ultimately couldn't do anything about us losing.
So Crammer gets the opening goal for us.
Yep, corner.
7 or 8 minutes in, wasn't it?
Corner.
He's good for a corner, isn't he?
Yeah. So it comes to, I think it goes near post. Reece Cole takes the corner. It comes to the near post. McGuinness either gets the flick on or causes enough havoc that the ball gets, flicked on, and then Crammer's arriving and heads it in. I think he's going to be a good signing. Crammer,
I
so
agree.
far so good.
Oh, absolutely.
2 goals, isn't it?
Step up from.
Already.
Well, he's doing what Aimson did.
No, 1 goal.
1 goal, but he was scoring in the friendlies, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, he scored against Eastleigh. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So some encouraging things. I think again, it seemed like a kind of attitude kind of thing, and maybe we're just not quite up and running yet. It doesn't matter. We're going to lose some games. We always lose there. Don't worry about it.
Well, as we always said last season, it was the trough of defeat, as I like to call it, that was so miserable. Actually, the average over the whole season was perfectly fine.
Yeah. I mean, you want to win. It's good for morale, but if you won every game, we wouldn't be in League One, and we will be in League One next season, I imagine.
What's annoying for Coldwell, I'm glossing over that because I want to keep some hope in my heart, at least till September.
Right.
What will be annoying for Coldwell is it's the same kind of mistakes. If he's right,
I don't think you can really plan for tiny goalkeeper Joe Whitworth to do what he did.
No, fair.
So
no, I don't mean that kind of mistake. I suppose I mean the attitude of.
Yeah, that true. So
Yes.
For this goal, right? There's this big high ball.
This is Northampton's equaliser.
Towards the penalty area.
Yeah.
Whitworth starts to come.
Known small man.
Thinking he can come and claim that.
Yeah.
How he may well have been able to. I think what I imagine is going through his head is, I'm going to catch this outside the box. If I go up for this, I'm going to handball it.
Yeah.
So he stops and doesn't come.
Yeah.
And then the ball lands and he's just kind of frozen in no man's land. And then is his name Callum Morton?
Yeah.
Player who we were heavily linked with.
Right.
Just puts it through his legs.
Yeah. It would have been better if Whitworth, instead of stopping, just sat down.
Yeah, probably. So we've had a good goalkeeper last season.
Yep.
We've had quite a few good goalkeepers recently, and this was kind of, this guy's come in with quite a good reputation, but then obviously there is the height thing, but that shouldn't matter really. And it's taken a couple of games, and already kind of he's given a bit of ammunition to people to kind of question his suitability. I don't think that there's any real point trying to think anything other than the fact that he just made that mistake. I don't think it shows anything, apart from the fact that he made a mistake, which happens all the time,
Yes, it wouldn't have made any difference, height-wise. Like he made the wrong judgment, didn't he? And then,
I don't think it's anything to do with his height.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
And the problem is for goalkeepers. Well, I suppose the thing that makes a good goalkeeper great is whether that gets to him or not.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
If next week he's fine.
I don't think it will. He seems like a kind of bolshy, confident young fella.
Yeah.
Which I suppose you would, wouldn't you, if you're like, how old is he, 20?
Yeah.
And you're playing for a Premier League team, and
Must be absolutely minted.
You've probably been brilliant.
Yes.
Since you were 4.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be fine. I know these things that can still happen to professional footballers. They do suffer with those kind of things, but I don't know if it'll be fine. I just don't think it's anything to kind of even base any sort of opinion on. It's just a thing that happened.
Yes.
I don't think it's really indicative of what he's like.
No.
I mean, if he keeps doing those kind of things, we'll go like, okay, that's a judgment issue. He's not got, he's not developed that part of his game yet, or he's lacking in that department. But I don't think one time is enough to base anything.
No, agreed. You're not going to call him brain dead yet.
No.
Good to know. And then so that's 1-1, And then Macmillan gets caught with the ball, doesn't he? And then it's just feels like it's inevitable again.
Can't remember this goal at all.
Well,
Literally just watched it on our, because contrary to...
it's a very similar kind of Exeter City goal.
We always make out that we're doing this completely off the cuff, but the reality is it's meticulously planned. And John's got a big whiteboard that he's gone through all the... gone all through all the events.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Maybe I should get a whiteboard.
Could get a whiteboard.
Maybe I'll get a whiteboard.
Big one or a small one? What with the little players on it?
Yeah,
magnetic
maybe.
Players.
Yeah. Feel like Carragher. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Colwell will have on his whiteboard. They didn't defend sufficiently, and Northampton have inevitably, just through pressure alone and us being kind of slow to react, they've scored a winning goal. And then, he makes all the changes, but it just feels like at the minute, like, don't get me wrong, this is much better than last season where we're being much more direct. We're still playing the ball around the edge of the box, but we are playing better balls in, quicker to have shots. But we're not yet at the stage where we look like every attack could result in a goal, are we?
No.
So at the moment, it still feels like if we go down, if we go behind, we're going to struggle.
Because we played very well in the first game, but we still only scored one goal.
Yeah.
But, there is kind of more... We have had more chances, like you said. There has been more opportunities. Whether or not we can kind of find a bit of kind of goal-scoring form. And also, I thought the midfield didn't look anywhere near as comfortable as we did on the first day. Like against Northampton, it was just kind of sloppy and not. But there's a big, our kind of marquee signing of the summer was Ryan Woods, really.
Yeah.
And he's. Is he back now? Yeah, because he feels he's been suspended for about 100 games, and I don't recall him even really doing anything.
Well, that's definitely 3 games he's missed.
It's more than that. He missed the last game of last season,
and he missed one last season. Didn't
That's got to be it.
That's got to be it.
Well, how's he got 4-game ban?
I don't know. Straight red.
Yeah, but that's 3, isn't it?
Don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know. Anyway, hopefully he's back because I think that he's a big part of the.
I feel like
the team's going to work.
Yes, I feel like Macmillan. Am I right here? It'll be Aitchison, Francis, Woods, won't it?
And Cole. Yeah, probably. That's probably what you'd imagine is the kind of. But then Colwell does mix it up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Saturday will be the time we see. I think all those players are available, so that should give us an impression. And we're playing again. We're at home against a strong team, so we should see what the plan is, the kind of main plan.
Yes.
And hopefully it involves a little ginger boy who walks funny.
Yeah.
Who likes reggae.
Who likes reggae. Do you think there's more signings on the horizon? Because when they announced Doyle on Friday, and they said it's the 10th signing, flipping heck, have Exeter City ever brought in 10 players in one window? I mean, they probably have.
Yeah, probably last season. I don't know.
That's a heck of a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, but we did lose a lot.
No, I know. I agree. I'm just like...
Yeah, it is a lot.
Do you think more are coming? Colwell's kind of hinted there might be.
I think he did say, didn't he?
Yeah.
That I think, hopefully, yeah.
Striker?
Yeah. And maybe another one for the right wing.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
Since we obviously lost, I know he's more of a left-sided guy, but Wiltshire's injured out. He's gone for the whole season.
Yeah.
Potentially ever.
Yeah.
Harper's injured again.
Yeah.
Watts is injured again.
Yeah.
Mitchell's still out.
Yeah.
What happens if another player gets injured?
Yeah,
Say Niskanen gets a significant injury.
Yeah.
And he's someone who a lot of people would think wouldn't really consider him a starter.
No, but he's a man on the pitch who will do some of the jobs well,
yeah,
isn't he?
So I just think I would like to see another wide player come in. And that's maybe another striker. But then Cox is still injured as well.
Yeah.
But I just think if we've got the budget for it, which I think Colboy said we have, just get him in then.
Yeah.
Just do it,
It might be the old Harris, Stansfield. We've got a few lined up. We're hoping to, inevitably.
There's
always
this
the same.
fella from West Ham, wasn't it, that
Yeah.
they were on about. I think he's going back to Wickham where he's on loan last
Okay.
season. But I don't know if that's confirmed, but maybe.
You know what it's like, though. As the transfer window goes on, there becomes this bit of a lull, doesn't there, where you're like, okay, the season started.
Yeah, of course.
The
When's
action really
when's the transfer window?
31st.
Ages.
Still, what's today? 20th, yeah.
Okay, so we got a while.
So
I would
realistically,
expect
could
to
still
see.
be two more
Definitely would
Saturdays.
expect to see at least one more come in.
That is the Saturday, isn't it? The 31st, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about what's coming up in a second. Welcome back to the Big Bang Theory podcast. We didn't say anything because, we're not that kind of people, but we're actually on our 202nd episode today. 202nd. We missed the 200th anniversary.
Yeah.
And also, we noticed that Dan dropped the F-bomb last time twice. And
Didn't know I didn't say it every week.
yeah, it's a surprise to him that he hasn't said it for the previous 201 episodes.
What, people moaning, are they?
No one's moaning.
They are.
No, but we have to say on the podcast if we're explicit or not. And we're generally not. We're generally PG. I am. You're curmudgeon. So we've done well.
No one
201
asked you to
episodes.
listen to it.
No
That's
one's-
what I would say.
Oh, you just insulted everyone again, eh? Just having a go. We did ask you to listen to it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We did not.
We
I
do.
don't care, sorry. If no one listens to this, it has absolutely no impact to me what the numbers of this.
Wow.
Whether 500 people listen to it or none.
Wow.
It makes absolutely zero difference. None. So if you don't like it, go and listen to one of the other Exeter City
No, there are
podcasts.
none.
Oh, there aren't any anymore because they're all either disbanded or doing something else.
Question: what's happened to Park Life? Is that gone?
That was the biggest pile of shit which I have
Good
ever
grief.
known.
I don't think we can put this out live on the airwaves.
You said I could say shit.
Not twice in a row. Right, anyway, I don't know why I started this diatribe because it's backfired on me. I was just pleased we'd done 202 episodes and now
I'm pleased about that, but only for my own sake.
Right.
I see that as a personal triumph.
Yeah,
and not
personal for
public,
me,
not
listeners.
kind of public service.
Well, clearly. That's the difference between us, isn't it?
Suppose so.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, thanks for listening. If you want to email complaints, send them to bigbankpod@gmail.com.
Stick up your bollocks.
No, Roy Keane. We haven't talked about that film yet, have we? But do you think one day they'll make a film about Tisdale's final between Stevenage giving us the sign and then not clapping us off at Wembley?
They definitely should. And
That'd
I'd
be- what
like
a
to
film
see
that'd be.
Andrew Lincoln with a shaved head play his friend.
He's too
Paul
tall for Tisdale. They'll get Neil
No, but they
Kinnock
can
to
do
play
it, can't
Paul
they? They
Tisdale.
can do the camera angles. They make people look tall who are short with,
Right.
like
Like Hagrid.
Cillian Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Is he tall?
He's short,
Oh,
but
is
they make
he?
him look tall.
Paddy Considine, he's short, isn't he? We saw him.
Yeah, I think that it can be done.
All right. So Jeff Bezos is going to play Paul
Bezos
Tisdale.
can't act.
Can't act.
He can sell you a book, but he can't.
He can.
act.
He can post me something instantly. Okay. Why are we talking about that? Tisdale is...
I don't know.
I don't know. What was I talking about? Anyway, whatever. Oh, yeah, you were being rude. You can also find us on Twitter @BigBankPod. We still got a Twitter at the minute? But Elon would like you with your vicious views.
I have the opposite of vicious views.
And you can also find us on Facebook as well, The Big Bang
I'm a member
Theory.
of the far left.
They've also got vicious views, I believe. Anyway,
We are technically on X, yes, but don't bother sending us a message on there or anything
All right.
because I don't read them.
all right, well, just find me on... I do the email, bigbankpod@gmail.com, then I'll do that job. Anyway, thanks for listening, as always, to our 202 episodes.
Yes,
I am
thank you
pleased
very
you
much.
listen. Oh, he doesn't. You
I'm happy that people listen to it.
just don't care.
All I'm saying is it doesn't make no, I'm stating a fact that it doesn't make any difference because we don't get any money
Yes.
and we don't get anything else. So
Until we do the Big Bang Theory Roadshow, coming to an East Devon Village Hall soon.
yeah,
Coming to Wimple Village Hall.
no, we'll be at Chagford County Show next year. We just missed it this year. We'll be there next year with a stall, and we're going to give away those sort of branded. Do you remember those baseball caps that are made out of a bit of cardboard?
Spiral.
And they spiral open into a hat.
Yeah, I do love that.
We're going to give away a load of them.
Oh, yeah.
And the little fluffy, goggly-eyed guys with the little ribbon off them.
Good.
Stick on.
Let's
stuff.
do both those things.
We're going to do that, and we'll be giving them. That's coming out of our own pocket. We'll be doing that. Presumably, we have to pay for a stall at Chagford County Show as well. Haven't looked into it.
What is this Chagford County Show?
It's it's a county show in Chagford. I don't know whether that's self-explanatory.
Right.
They've got
anyway,
all the usual things that they have at a county show.
While we're on this,
Duck racing.
Can I share with you a thing that really annoys me?
Hot tubs. Yes.
All round Devon now, small towns and villages are doing music festivals, right?
Yep.
I don't care. I'm pleased that the people of Shebbeare get to see the Zootons.
I'm not. I think it's stupid, but yeah, go on.
Why can none of them come up with better names than Shebfest? Come on. You can't just take the first bit of your town.
Would you rather it was called Beautiful Days?
Yes.
I'd rather tell. I don't know. It's close run thing.
Shebfest.
You have to tell
awful.
Somebody you're going to something called.
Come on.
Chebfest or.
I mean,
Beautiful Days.
I've got a real problem with anyone.
I'm going to Beautiful Days. I wouldn't if I was going, which it was last weekend. I didn't go. I have been in the past. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't tell them, what are you doing this weekend? I'd say I'm going to a festival. Which one? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Don't worry what it's called. Because I wouldn't want to say, oh, I'm going to Beautiful Days. Oh, are you going to have a beautiful day there? Probably not.
Somehow my angry comment has turned into Dan's angry comment again. I don't know what's happened.
I hate festivals. I hate people that go to festivals.
Oh, good grief.
Because they're the sort of people that never go to... That's it then. They'll go, I go to a festival in the summer and I watch all these bands in 2 days and then I never go to another... I don't go to any other gig. I'm not involved at all. It's really annoying.
I know that some
and
people
there's too many
that.
of them.
There are too many. But anyway, give them a better name than Shebfest or Chagstock, please.
Yeah.
Please. At least the one in Columpton was Razfest.
Just, what's that got to do with anything?
Everyone gets on the booze.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, cool.
It wasn't
Heroin Festival.
No, we're not promoting that. There goes our explicit rating.
Say that.
What do you say?
Heroin Festival.
Heroin Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not explicit, is it?
No, it's not a good idea.
I'm not suggesting it's a good idea.
All right, fine. Well, Razfest is a terrible idea. Honestly, it's like Vietnam afterwards in Columpton.
It's like that most days.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so this Saturday, it's Pete Fest. Peterborough coming to town.
Yeah.
Home of, team of...
Yes.
Archie Collins.
Yeah.
Joel Randall. Jack Sparks.
Most recently, Jack Sparks.
Recently joined. Did Collins join a year ago? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. He's been there a year. Yeah.
And Randall, a few years.
By the way, you know when Nombe was here last week and everyone clapped him?
Yeah.
Which I liked. Why did Archie Collins get booed? Sorry, out, lads.
Oh, well, I'm not 100% sure how any of that works. Also, I'm fine with Nombe getting a clap when he comes on.
Yeah.
I'm not fine with him singing a song.
No,
while
me
he's
neither.
Playing against us.
No, obviously not, lads. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have clapped when he came on, but a few other people did, and I thought, oh, fine. I'd clap him at the end of the game.
Sure.
Because he feels like you're encouraging him, then he goes and scores the winner, and then you're like, oh, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I've done this to myself, Dan.
You manifested it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's really annoying that Collins gets booed, and
I don't think he does he? I think...
There was some murmurings. I thought, don't do that. They're good lads who given more than their pound of flesh for us.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I can't remember if they specifically got booed, but plenty of people have who have done nothing. You know, and
Yeah. Anyway, I know what it is. Nombe's sexy, and we like that, but give Jack Sparks his due. Anyway, they're coming.
Boy.
Obviously,
Jack Sparks went off on in the 31st minute in their 4-1 away win at Shrewsbury last weekend.
Do we not know if he's injured or not?
Well, I don't know, and I don't know if he's just getting the Coldwell treatment and getting the early hook, but I imagine he's injured. But maybe he'll be fine by now, but for this game. Randall scored 2 in that game.
Yeah,
and
he's kind of hit that
Collins
form that we knew he had, hasn't he?
Yeah, and Collins got a couple of assists. Yeah, he had a kind of terrible first kind of year and a half up there. and now he's kind of a regular starter and a good player for them. But he didn't do much when we played him last season,
No.
that I remember.
No.
But it's going to be a hard game.
Well, they're just one of those teams that can really pull him in, aren't they?
Darren Ferguson, manager.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Him of, famous father.
Yep.
Fame.
Yeah, Massey.
Messi.
Massey Ferguson.
Oh, I see. Right.
Bad joke.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't get anything against Peterborough. Peterborough are always there or thereabouts, aren't
Who's
they?
Massey Ferguson?
It was the tractor company.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
No, they'd be all riding them around Razfest in Columbia.
Yeah. I'm not really. I am from Devon, but I'm not really a country bumpkin.
No, fair enough. Us country types were brought up learning all the tractor makes.
I once had to do some work at Bicton College.
Oh yeah.
Which is an agricultural college,
Mm.
and there was students. There was a student there.
Oh yeah.
And there's lots of students there. But they get those hoodies made.
Yeah, like levers or.
Yeah. But they have these like whatever random, and on the back of this kind of a lot of young farmers kind of types there. On the back of this girl's hoodie, it said, "Farmer born, farmer bred, good in a tractor, better in bed."
Wow. Well, that's quite the thing. Do you think at Bicton College, now they're like, don't worry about tractors, don't worry about hay production. You call your festival the first half of your village name and the second half fest.
Probably.
Bic Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I think anything from the Peterborough game would be good.
Yeah.
I think it will be an indicator of which way the next month or two's going.
I like to think, based on the opening day of the season,
Yeah.
and from the first half of the Northampton game,
Yeah.
or that I think we could, if we can kind of harness that part of it and keep concentrated, and if we've got a kind of, if Woods is back in there and stuff, I think we could win the game.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's a good chance that we could also lose it because they are quite a good team, Peterborough.
Yeah.
They did get beaten on the first day.
Yeah. But then they thumped Shrewsbury, didn't they?
Yeah.
We it'd be great to build up a bit of home momentum, wouldn't it? Like, feels like we're back to, because obviously it was really bad, wasn't it, last winter, home. If we could just get home as the place where we win,
Yeah.
that's half the battle.
I
isn't
think
it?
we need to bounce back from these couple of, it's very early days, and there's lots of kind of caveats, and there's lots, there's still kind of, it's a new team, like you said, we've signed 10 new players, it's early days, but I think, it'd be good to, I think we've seen enough already to suggest that, we could carry on, keep that kind of home thing going, and try and make that a thing, because that would be really useful, because like last season, especially when we were in the worst part of the season, we were just like, home games were the worst, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, let's see. But I think you're right. I think there's lots of reasons to be optimistic.
Will there be any additional staff on the kiosks? No, maybe not, because it's like a normal time, this one, isn't it?
Yeah. Gonna have to sort it out a bit, I think. One way or another. I feel like every year they're like, oh, we've addressed it, and it's not better and maybe worse.
Like many things.
Like some things.
Websites.
Yeah.
Tickets. They've made that more annoying.
Yeah.
Buying the e-tickets.
You can't do anything about the Grecian Plus thing, I get that, but the ticket thing shouldn't have got worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if
I'd rather we were good on the pitch and like the team's doing well, but it does feel like missed opportunities.
I do agree to a certain extent, but like that's kind of the bit that's kind of really nothing to do with us, isn't it? Whereas like I feel like the little kind of admin-y bits from the match day experience, as they like to call it.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it is an experience, isn't it? But it's just going to a football match.
Yeah.
That is something that kind of like is only really for us as supporters, and you know, and therefore we, and especially as a support-our-own club, but even if we weren't, should be listened to. You know?
Agreed. I wonder if there's something to
Get
do.
some sort of cheese and onion pasty option or something else.
Yeah, and sell it in a different way.
Just get more people working.
Get more people working, or you don't need, or more hatches, or more outlets. You could do a stall. Wouldn't be any bother at all, would it? Literally, it could be a person with a table selling drinks and
It's
pasties
basically
outside.
all it is now. A little caravan.
Yeah.
Isn't
But you
it?
could do that outside the big bank gates. There's no reason not to. You know, it doesn't even need to be a permanent setup.
Well, yeah, there is. I mean, yeah, but then now there's it's not just this isn't a specifically Exeter City problem, but everything's just like, oh, we've got to get these card readers. You've got to have a card reader. No one's got any cash anymore. No one takes cash anymore. We've got to have these card readers, and then that's got to be connected to the Wi-Fi, and then you know, it's just we've like all these things have been made more annoying for, you know, under the guise of convenience, but actually been made more annoying for everybody.
Yeah.
Apart from the card machine company who are presumably making a load of money, and like the internet provider who presumably making a load of money, and
whoever sells you this ticketing system.
Modern life is rubbish. I think someone once
they did once say
said.
that. Okay.
And they said that before card readers, before chip and pin. Or,
I wonder what they were talking about then.
You know, CDs.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with our 203rd episode. So it's just a one-game week this week.
Yeah.
So we'll be back after Peterborough.
Is there not a Tuesday night?
That's coming the week after.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's Swindon following week. So we'll be back after Peterborough to talk about that and some more gubbins, no doubt.
Celebrate a win and not slag anyone off who listens to this.
Let's try our best, Daniel.
I won't.
My name's John. I've been here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Cheers.
See you soon.